All right, boys, it is Dcroft here, and today we are using my favorite cards from all of CFB25. I put them all in a lineup. They're not necessarily the best cards, but they were just my favorite cards to use throughout the course of the year. Again, I am a little bit sunburned. Please ignore that. I look like a tomato. But this is without a doubt all of my favorite cards I've got to use throughout the entire year. Now, offensive line, ignore. Honestly, I just kind of threw the 5 highest overall. It's right there. First off, tight end, Tyler Warren, Trey McBride. Now, Tyler Warren is on this team because he honestly was the best tight end for me. There was a 96 Tyler Warren that I did also really like. I don't know if I have that card on this account. But 96 Tyler Warren, I think that was Stars of the Season Tyler Warren, if I'm not mistaken, was such a good card for me. Love that card. If I actually scroll down any further, by the way, the game is going to kick me out. But love that card. Now, the reason why I have Trey McBride was actually one of the best challenge video cards that I did use. He had like an 89 like legend that was really good. So I just decided to throw his 99 in the game. Now, receivers are going to be John Ross, Jeremiah Smith, and Dante Thornton. Now, Jeremiah Smith had a 95 overall, basically a zero chill card. Dante Thornton loved his card throughout the entire year. And then lastly, John Ross. Probably my favorite receiver in this game is actually John Ross. John Ross was just so far ahead of any other receiver when he did come out. Now, running backs, this was an easy choice for me. We had Reggie Bush, Alvin Kamara, just the two best running backs in this game. Now, the one that I will say that I did also really like, and honestly, I'm probably just going to throw him in the lineup if he is here, is going to be Saquon Barkley. There he is. Love this Saquon Barkley card, too. I used the Saquon card for such a long time. Really good. Lastly, my other running backs are going to be Quinshon Judkins. I feel like you cannot make a CFB25 video talk about the best cards without Quinshon Judkins in it. Then at quarterback, we do have Drew Aller. He was kind of the first of this crazy release quarterback that we could get. Again, another quarterback very far ahead of his time. Great budget card for so many people throughout that kind of like, I want to say it was like March, February, April time. Such a good card. One of my favorite quarterbacks in the game. We do also have DeAndre Hopkins here. Love DeAndre Hopkins card when he did come out. Now, defensively. Now, this was a little bit tougher for me. I had like a lot of DBs I actually really liked, so I narrowed it down to 4. Rod Woodson, Gold Ball Hawk, was on my team for so long. That card came out in Christmas. The card was nuts. Cooper, don't know how to say your last name. So good at the time I played in the Heisman House Challenge. Had to get the updated version of his card. And then L'Jarius Sneed, kind of similar to John Ross, just an insane card. And then Devin Moore here too, really good slot corner. One quick thing I do want to mention, if you guys have any cards that you guys really liked throughout the course of this year, make sure to put them in the comments. I'm actually always curious to see who you guys liked as cards. Maybe you have something a little bit different than me, but this for me is, again, just my favorite cards throughout the year. Defensive line, we had Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett. Now, defensive ends really didn't stand out to me a ton. They just are the ones that I remember the most. Then we had Julius Peppers. Love Julius Peppers. He actually has like a glitch player model. He's like very tubby. I love my AI generated tubby player models. You guys will actually see it when we get into the games. Loved him. Linebackers, we're going to have Stutzman, Manti Te'o, and then Kyle Lewis. 3 of my favorite linebackers this year. Now, Kyle Lewis, best card in this lineup. Love Kyle Lewis. Again, Kyle Lewis is always going to be one of my favorite cards, probably ever. Manti Te'o, I just honestly like this card, and then Stutzman was just the best user. I did like Shane Gillis, Carson I want to say Schweinsteiger. You guys know soccer. There's a player named Schweinsteiger. I don't know how you say his name. I know this guy got drafted to the Browns in the 2nd round. Maybe one day I'll learn how to say his name. But he was a really good budget card throughout the year. Kind of the same thing with Tyree Wilson and James Pierce. He had a gauntlet card. Like that gauntlet card, so I just put this 91 in the game. Safeties, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Major Burns. Now, I will say, I was looking at the safeties. None of the safeties actually really stood out to me. I liked Earl. Earl was really good for me, but none of these cards really stood out for me. Minkah was probably the best, I would say, of any of these safeties that I did get to use. I really like Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs is one of my backup safeties here. But again, nothing that really stood out to me when it came to these safeties. They're all just they were just all kind of to me. In hindsight, definitely thought my cornerbacks were a lot better than my safeties. Kicker and punter, kind of just ignoring them right there. I don't think I have any other players hidden right here. And lastly, for our video on this team and my favorite team, we're going to go to my favorite playbooks too. It's going to be the Michigan offense, that bunch strong, and then it's going to be that 3-5 tight defense. Love those two defenses throughout the year. I don't know why I have Penn State jerseys on. I like Clemson's jerseys. Well, they're on Clemson jerseys for today. But obviously, if you guys have seen this channel once before, like I think if you've watched this channel one time in your guys' life, you guys will know how much I love my Michigan offense and then my 3-5 type on defense. So that's what I ended up rocking in terms of what I thought the best cards that I used throughout the entire year was. Obviously not the best team. We're going to have a video on that here of what I thought the best team was. But appreciate you guys all the time, and I'll see you guys in the games. Real quick, boys, if you guys are a Madden or a CFB player and want to have more fun on the game and win more, throw touchdowns like these, and then also bag the most annoying of offenses, make sure you guys check out civil.gg, where I just dropped my tournament winning CFB25 scheme. We recently did a survey that said 99.2% of players that sign up win more games. Make sure you guys use code DCROFT to save you 30% off at the checkout. Link is in the top of the description, and you'll get instant access to all of the schemes on the website. All right, boys, I don't actually know why I kind of signed off as if this was going to be like a different this. All right, boys, getting the kick return right here. Actually not the best of kick returns ever from Reggie right there. I actually kind of wish we caught a little bit more from Reggie there. But yeah, I really just wanted to make this video in terms of just getting to use some of my favorite cards for one more time this year. You know, I think so much throughout the past couple of months for me has been super sweating this game, you know, in one way, shape, or form. You know, for me just to try to just like, honestly, just take like a little break from needing to sweat nonstop. And it's honestly annoying because, you know, when I don't sweat, it feels like I just lose, and I kind of despise losing. But I did just want to use my favorite cards one more time. We'll probably get into a couple games here. I'm not sure how many games total we are going to. It's also going to be unedited as well. You guys always seem to like the unedited videos, so shoot, I decided let's go ahead and make one more of these this year for you guys. Now, he is also actually wearing Clemson's jerseys, which is actually going to kind of annoy me. They look like a lot, it's just because the pants. It's because the pants are the same color. I almost wish that they would like force your opponent into wearing a different jersey in a situation like this, but oh well, it is what it is. And a little bit of a duo with Reggie right here, and it is kind of crazy to see how duo has kind of changed throughout the year. I feel like duo was such a good run until probably like the last like month or so. It was my favorite run in this camp. I don't even think it's close either. Duo was just insane for me throughout this year. I talked about it a lot on the channel too in terms of just how good I thought Duo was. And it's really just because the blocking is so good on it. It's just one of the best blocking plays within this game. You know, I almost feel like the blocking on this is almost like too insane at times. Now, do I think it should be nerfed? Absolutely not. But it is just like how, it is insane how good this blocking just really is. And what I'm also seeing right here, he's actually in 3-5 mint, which is a little bit of a surprise. I don't actually see this defense a ton, you know, which is kind of ironic in one of my last games that I actually will be playing on CFB25 that I am coming up against mint. Obviously, I've had my very fair share of fun in mint. Great before I think platinum abilities came out. Once platinum abilities came out, I think other defenses started to become a little bit better. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm interested in next year. Like, what are platinum abilities going to look like next year as a whole? They're really going to be that overpowered. They've obviously talked about the Heisman abilities too. If you guys have looked at any of the vlogs, stuff like that, there is a new tier of ability called Heisman. They kind of like take over 2K badges. Why don't we get a quick little second here? Again, I know that the ad has already played for 30% off. You guys stuck to this. I do actually apologize for not mentioning this sooner. Civil and I, we're running our pre-sale on civil.gg. If you guys want to get better at the game, you guys want to win more, I promise you that like this is the best place to know. It's not even close. And code DCROFT40, all one word, DCROFT40, it's going to save you 40% off of any single membership that you do get on the site. So whether you just want to be a monthly member and you just want to be on there for a month, just kind of get a feel for it, or if you're somebody that's really committed to being better and wanting to win more next year, I definitely would recommend checking it out. Right there, he actually did have a dot, sadly, but Zilla and I have always uploaded schemes right when the game comes out. By Worldwide Lunch, we'll have full schemes out. I think we had like over 30 schemes and over 500 pieces of unique content on the site too, all to help people just really win more. And that's obviously a big part of my goal with this YouTube channel. You know, I obviously want to have fun with like the content I'm making and all that stuff, but that's the goal I have for me. Always to help you guys win more. If I help you guys win more, I feel like I'm doing at least what I should be doing on this YouTube, right? You know, this is kind of a journey for me to also kind of just like track how like tournaments are going for me too, because obviously I'm actually a competitive Madden player. I know that you guys only ever see the CFB side of me. I just think content is more interesting on CFB than is Madden, but you know, I do play competitive Madden. I've been around the competitive Madden season for a long time now, so well, I do hope at a point maybe we'll get some Madden up on this channel, because I mean honestly I do enjoy it. Good defense by us, and look at Parsons with the pick. It's actually funny, I remember Parsons getting so many of these picks for me too. But yeah, that's a big thing about this channel. It's really about trying to help you guys get better. That's obviously my end goal with this channel, to keep growing it. You know, I hope to get more tip videos out for you guys next year. That's a big goal for me. Obviously continuing to get like the high level gameplays. You know, I've played some fun games this year. You know, we've had games against K-Mac, you know, games against Henry up on here. We've got a game against Civil up on here. You know, those types of games are just, they are fun games to watch, right? And I think when it comes to the whole competitive scene, there are really a ton of people that upload their games. You know, there are like other YouTubers out there. I want to say it's not like nobody. It actually, truthfully, used to be nobody. But you know, that's obviously my goal. Like, I want to get you guys good, high-level gameplay. I don't know how often, like, I'm honestly that entertaining, I'll be honest, but at the end of the day, if I'm helping you guys, oh my gosh, does he have a dot? Oh my gosh, no. I thought he had a dot there for a second. As long as I'm just providing, like, good, high-quality tips, gameplay to you guys, that's always my goal, right? Hopefully, I'll continue just to be better at speaking in front of a camera. You guys would be surprised at how tricky this is. Like, you guys can see, I actually have my blank wall back up. I'm crazy sunburned because I went to Chicago a couple of days ago, and yeah, you guys would be surprised at like how it's not necessarily like, I'm trying to think of the word, it's like how different it is just like sitting in a room by yourself talking to a camera, trying to figure out what to say next. With that being said though, we do have something to say next. End of the first quarter, 2nd and 18, able to get some good pressure right now. You know, we did get Kyle Lewis back on this team. And then, yeah, you guys might wonder about my obsession with Kyle Lewis, because the loop honestly really did work with anybody. Especially at the time I was having it be like, kind of like become the meta, right? The reason why I like Kyle Lewis so much is he got like these strip sack animations that I still to this day have seen. Oh my gosh, please don't be gone. Is that Kyle Lewis? I think that is Kyle Lewis. It is. That was Kyle Lewis making the tackle there too. Great hawk down kid. But he just had these like strip sack animations that even to this day, of like all these times of me running mint, no one else ever got them. And I was kind of confused like what made his card different. You know, it wasn't like traits or anything like that too, because I used players that had like identical traits to him. There's something about his card that just made him so good, honestly. We are getting up into like ratings and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have seen. A lot of ratings are currently out right now in terms of looking forward at, you know, best teams next year. I think Texas is going to be really good next year. I would be very surprised if Texas wasn't actually very meta next year. I think Penn State also will be very good. Clemson too. I think Clemson has a realistic chance of being one of the best teams too. Who else? I was talking. Okay. God, I did not actually throw that. I'm trying to think. There's like, I feel like there was a couple of other schools that I was looking at. Oh, LSU, kind of crazy. And I feel like it's been a minute since LSU has actually been good. I feel like it really, since honestly Burrow left, I don't think they've really produced like that many good teams. Now again, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they just have not produced like that many good teams since those Joe Burrow teams. Obviously Chip Kelly's now there, which is actually kind of nuts to think about. But yeah, I'm excited. I think a lot of the first month is going to be a lot of regs for me. That's typically where most of the gameplay, or the competitive gameplay is. Cut isn't actually like that big of a thing in the competitive scene outside of that one like Heisman House tournament. That was like really the only big tournament we had. it's just so much easier to play regs. And for those of you that don't know what regs is, because I actually remember when I first played Madden, I didn't actually know what regs meant. I just mean regular teams, so like obviously the Texases, the Penn States of the world, it's just using their actual regular teams. I would really estimate that that's going to be the main kind of like competitive gameplay that you guys do see uploaded on this channel. I'll still be uploading cut. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna all of a sudden get rid of cut, but I would be very surprised if we didn't have a lot of regs gameplays on this channel to start the year. So I always care a lot about these. Ooh, good. Oh my. Good switch stick. I can't even say anything. I actually just didn't think he would get there. Not people typically don't switch stick to that. That's actually just an insane switch stick. Good play. But yeah, so anticipating to upload a lot of that coming up here. Like what else is going to be of note? Tips, obviously, I gotta get you guys tips. You guys really like the tip videos. I've noticed the tip videos also do really well, so I always keep in mind of stuff like that. You know, look, I upload the content I want to upload at the end of the day, but I do take note of when specific videos do happen to do better than other videos. 2nd and 2 right now. I was actually in the complete driver's seat of this game, and there goes. Oh, tackles? Okay. Tackles, good tackles. I was in the complete driver's seat of this game, and I kind of let this guy right back into this game. Now, one thing I will mention is that with these like older DBs, I've noticed you just can't hit my takeoff so much. Like, it is actually so hard to stop takeoff. It's one of the reasons why I actually stopped doing the challenge videos. The challenge videos became almost like unbearable for me to do. You know, trying to win with a 250k team against all platinum abilities, it was just like, it was mission impossible. It was just like, catch, thank you. It just wasn't possible for me. You know, I think when there was like bronze, silver, even gold abilities, I could get away with it. It was still like, it was actually like a really tough challenge still. But it was something that was like, it was viable was the best way of looking at it. Now it just doesn't really feel viable to use those super budget cards. Like, even like the difference between gold and platinum is just, it's massive. I didn't really realize how big of a difference it was until I started doing those challenges. Because at the start of the year, man, I don't remember platinum abilities being that crazy. Good, yes, like obviously they were great, but I don't remember them being like far and away like I shouldn't say broken. I have to make sure this is actually recording. Oh my gosh, I actually just saw my sunburn again. It's actually really not even painful. It's honestly not an issue, but come on, Cooper. Are we for real right now? Are we for real? But yeah, back to platinum abilities. Curious to see how they balance them next year, because I do think that there are some people that I've seen complain about how good platinum abilities were. I don't really know at what point you nerf them to have them be too bad too. First year of an ability system, it's always going to be interesting to see what happens in year 2. Typically year 2 is actually more telling about how they want a system to work than year 1 will be. Year 1's almost always a trial year. Good defense by us, just actually better pocket by him, right? Oh, can we get our fumble back? There we go. Okay, it works out. But I really do think we're going to see like the takeoffs of the world. We're going to see the quick jumps, extenders. I think those are the big 3. You know, Shifty. I think Shifty's really good in this game. I don't think we talk enough about how good Shifty actually was this year. But I would be very surprised. Wow, he's got a cute little blitz right here. I would be very surprised if those weren't a lot worse in next year's game. I get a really good blitz by him right there. Typically, I would probably just take this to half and call it good, but I honestly just want to keep being a gunslinger. Why not? Let's just keep being a slinger. Yeah, because like the thing is, it's like, what does that really do for me? I have no timeouts now here too. These end of half situations, I will say, they are so big in terms of winning and losing a game. You know, you really can lose games in these situations, especially games where they're very offensive based, which I would say that these games are very offensive based for the most part. You really can just win and lose games right there. Now, Jeremiah Smith is going to get us to the 48 right here. And they're saying we're in field goal range, and I don't... Ow, I forgot to put my kick meter. I forgot to put my kicker abilities on. All right, if I make this, I might just end the video. There's nothing else I need to ever prove to you guys ever again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that good? I don't know. Is it gonna have the leg? Oh my god. All right. Well, the video can continue. I was like, you guys, like, I kid you not, I was like that far away from it being a perfect kick. I just didn't get enough power on it. Maybe I should have see what I mean right there. Like if I got that little bit more power on it, it would have had a chance. I don't know if I would have made it, but obviously I would have had a better chance than what I did end up having. That's a shame. I really actually thought I was hitting that too. Is it that wide? Actually, fun fact. I'm gonna say this now because it's the end of the year. 5 wide actually was so much more annoying to me than I wanted to ever give it credit for. It's just an annoying offense to play. I don't know. It's such a bot offense, but you know, man, I remember I had my games where I was like, man, like how is this guy moving the ball on me on offense? And it's just always people that would just find a way in 5 wide. Like they'd find a seam streak. They'd like somehow a slant would come open. They just wouldn't ever get pressured, which didn't make sense because they're always sending 5 routes out. 5 wide was always actually a lot more tedious to me than I think a lot of people ever realized. Actually, I think there was like some games I remember that went up on the YouTube against 5 wide. Yeah, 5 wide super annoying to play against. Not as annoying as takeoff though. Takeoff will forever be the most annoying ability ever to play against. Right here, nothing really open. Just has a lot, man. Just a lot of time right now. And this, oh wow, the tackles. This is where like I think Mint became a little bit worse. Is that once you started to get like all of the platinum quick jumps, right? So once you started to get like 3 people, 4 people, all with platinum quick jump, you just wanted them all as close to the line of scrimmage as possible. And obviously, Mint is it's a lot more of what we would classify as like a timer blitz. And what I mean by that is that it's a blitz that's always going to put you on a specific timer to throw the ball, but it's not going to be like a heat 'em up defense where it's going to be like instant pressure nonstop. And I think that's where Mint, I'm not going to say Mint necessarily struggled in this aspect, but I do think Mint like just didn't have a way to exploit a million quick jumps. Good. Oh my god, the Jarius Sneed just picked the ball, kid. I guess that's why they're playing defenses, aren't they? But yeah, I just didn't feel like that they were great in terms of like adapting to like the quick jump meta that we were kind of honestly in, right? You know, even like this defense right now that I'm kind of running just as well, like my red zone defense right here. This wasn't like a great quick jump defense either. You know, this wasn't a great defense. You put 7 quick jumps on the field and like the defense is automatically going just to become insane. You know, and you always gotta remember that whenever it comes to like play styles and stuff like that, because a lot of people, I think, will get too stuck in terms of running one defense the entire year. If you want the truth, that's actually how I feel about mid blitz. I don't get why people still run mid blitz. I think mid blitz is a really bad defense. I never really thought mid blitz was actually that good. You know, it could be okay. Like I would have given mid blitz an overall year grade of like a C-. I think it's fair. I know you guys are probably going to disagree with me in the comments and say I'm insane for that, because it was like probably a better defense than I'm giving it credit for, but it's just like, I don't know, it just was never that good for me. And whenever I came up against it, I was pausing, it was just never like that good against me either. Maybe it's just one of those things like play style. You know, play style is like a big thing. Like some people just happen to play specific defenses really, really well. And maybe that was just the case for me. Like, I played the defense really well, and then the defense wasn't exactly my specific play style. Probably just going to hand the ball off to Reggie a couple of times here to chew a little bit of clock here. I do also want to win this game. I don't want to lose this game. I would actually be sick if I lost this game. All right. Snap at 1. He actually did a great job shooting the gap right there. I also don't know why he kicked 3. I don't know if you guys are paying attention more to the game or me. Hopefully you guys are paying attention equally to both, but I actually can't believe he kicked there. Like, I don't really get what being down 14-3 really does for me. Could be wrong. Ooh, John Ross? No, man, I kind of forced that. I wanted one last one with John Ross. If you guys remember, the start of what, was it season 5 or 6? John Ross was just... He was just the man. There was no other way at looking at it. He was just the man. Best receiver in the game. He was like over $1 million, which was like a lot of coins in this game for such a long time frame too. He was just so good. He was just so good. We are actually gonna be flipping bunch here. Gonna try to hit the seam streak here. Oh, we really dropped that? Yeah. Alright, well, this kind of a game. It's not really a game. I can't believe we dropped that though. It's kind of shocking to me. They really don't drop a ton in this game. Really just... Yeah, I was gonna say they really just don't drop a ton in this game. Jets really actually aren't even going that crazy for me right now. I'm actually gonna send a little bit of 5-man right here. This is something I used to do like here and there when I wasn't getting pressure. Sending 5 people on a blitz out of this defense. Again, it's like solid. It's not great. It would probably be like a B- if I have to give it a grade. It's okay. One of the things I think this game did kind of lack was true 5-on-5 blitzes. It used to be a lot easier in terms of getting pressure. Good defense, Stutzman. Out of there, kid. It used to be a lot easier to get pressure 5-on-5. Now it was really you're either sending 4 or 6 to be able to get your pressure. He is going to quit, and we're going to get into another game here, boys. Okay, boys, back on offense. Game number 2 right here. Now, he is going to be rocking, looks like 3-4 odd here. I haven't really played 3-4 out of a ton. I actually just had a wide open bomb right there. I get scared sometimes to, you know, sit in the pocket for that long. I feel like pocket does really break, the pocket really does break down a lot in this game. That's a shame. I felt like if I just threw my post there, I did have a wide open touchdown. Now he is actually giving me the same look here again, so I am actually just going to look for it. But yeah, I mean, in terms of just talking about this team, kind of this just like year in review, continuing on from that as touchdown, good, Dante. Oh, maybe not touchdown. Cut back inside, good, Dante. But yeah, just kind of touching base on like kind of this like year in review for me. I love CFB. I think the big thing for me going forward, in terms of what I hope CFB is going to be for me, it really just is honestly like a content game to me. You know, I think this game is just so much fun in terms of just getting to make content. I don't exactly know what's happening with his internet connection right now, but you know, for me, like this is almost like a borderline perfect content game, you know. The game itself, very fresh, you know, and that's going to carry over into CFB26. It's going to be a very similar feel that we have into next year's game here too. Then when it comes to like the actual gameplay, also it's just fresh, right? We're getting like a crazy amount of new plays. We're getting 2,800 new plays next year. It is just fresh, and so like that within itself is also really, really cool. And then when it comes to just actual new things that they're adding, again, I think they're doing just like a really good job in terms of being able to consistently add like really good new things that the game also just happens to need, right? You know, there's a lot of things that have obviously now been said about CFB26 out there. And I think really the biggest thing that I keep getting away from CFB26, it's really just like a polishing. You know, I think that they were very happy with the product that CFB25 was. And I think that's like a fair statement. Like I really do. Like I think CFB25 was really one of the best football video games we have played in a very, very long time. And I think really all that CFB26 needed to do was slightly build off of that. And, you know, every single year that's not going to be the case. You know, maybe one year they're going to need to overhaul it more, right? They're going to need to add more new features, stuff like that. But, you know, this early in the cycle of like what CFB is now, I don't think that's a need, right? If you look on the flip side in terms of like a Madden, like from my Madden guys that do watch these videos too, from you guys that flip-flop, I just think like Madden needed this overhaul that it's getting, right? There goes Kyle Lewis on the loop, by the way. But I just feel like it needed an overhaul, right? Like Madden just, I think for like the last couple of years was just like, it was just sluggish. Like that's the best word of describing it. It wasn't in the spot that I think was a great spot in terms of like, man, let's keep building the franchise on the way that this game is playing. I think the game needed a complete overhaul personally, and that's kind of what Madden has done, you know? You guys have seen the trailers probably. Like the movement system is crazy. As we get a desync here, all right, we're gonna get into one more game here, boys. Last game of the video here, and actually regardless of what happens here, this will, oh my god, double spin, Reggie. I'm hitting him with more spin. This way, gone. Okay, don't be a safety. Okay, we're at the 2. We're fine. I tried to make the craziest play over there with Reggie. But yeah, I'm going to keep the decent game in just because I felt like I actually liked what I was talking about there. A lot of these times when I do get into these gameplay videos where I'm just talking nonstop, I feel like I can just ramble too much. So when I do have a game where I'm actually like feeling like what I'm talking about is a good subject, I do like to keep those in these videos. Now, this is actually going to be in 6-1 here. Interesting. Now, a lot of 6-1 we have seen lately in this game. Definitely the best endgame defense. I don't even really think it's a debate at this point. This is just the best endgame defense in this game. And it really just is kind of insane what happens when you have 6 quick jumps in this defense. You kind of knew this defense was always going to be insane, just from like the start of the year and just knowing how good quick jumps are. I don't think anybody anticipated this defense to be that good though. For it to just, I mean, completely become the complete and utter meta was maybe a little bit surprising. Well, it definitely wasn't necessarily anticipating that. Right here, and again, like you guys are gonna see why. I mean, a lot of this game is just gonna be me getting screamed at nonstop. You know, you send 6 people, you know, those 6 quick jumps, one of them's bound to come in. Is why I made the video on it on my channel. It's such a easy defense to run, right? You don't really have to be like that skilled to run this defense. You can just truly just put 6 quick jumps on, run this defense, and actually have a really good chance at winning. So if you guys want to like actually win more, run this defense. This defense is so good. Let me try to lock in here a little bit though. 315 now. We're gonna highball this over the middle. Dante Thornton. Good catch right there. Kid. This is where platinum takeoff actually on your receiver does really help a ton. Just helps your receivers get to the spots faster. Without platinum takeoff, this actually becomes a lot more difficult of a defense to beat, which I know sounds like crazy. That platinum takeoff is that big of a difference, but I promise you it really does. It does really help a ton against these style of defenses. And honestly, when I'm saying all of this too, you know, you do have like every single platinum ability on offense right now. It's not like you don't have like an insane ability combo right now on offense. One of the reasons why I started running Illinois too. I really like Illinois against this style of defense. Very easy defense for them. Illinois, man, honestly, I wish I ran Illinois a little bit more than I did this year, because Illinois I can make some crazy highlight reels from. It was a very simple passing offense, probably the simplest of reads of all the passing offenses I've had on this in this game, and it was just a fun offense. Just a very platinum sure hands Dewey there. Just a very fun offense to be able to just run, really. This guy's he's actually running like a very basic coverage shell here too. Just kind of hope that the defense kind of holds up, and the offensive line just not holding up, as I promise you I'm throwing a touchdown right there. You know, this is where it becomes like a little bit insane, and I do hope that like this continues just to be the end game meta. I do not need this to be the meta throughout the entire year. As right there, Drew Aller able to throw a dot. Jeremiah Smith. I actually kind of need Jeremiah Smith to come down with that one. I was hoping it would show the replay right there, but actually I was hoping Jeremiah Smith would go kind of crazy right there and catch that one. We're going to get screamed at right here. I'm actually just going to look for the quick seam. We do have this quick seam. Yeah, blocking your running back isn't great against this defense. Whenever you block your running back against this defense, honestly just anticipate to get screamed at. He's doing like a good job like trying to find gap shoots. He's like moving his user a lot. Actually, you know, this was actually not too bad. This guy's actually playing a pretty good game so far. Probably, maybe I should shoot clock a little bit, try to make this game few less possessions. I'm actually gonna motion this guy out here. I kind of wish I was in dagger. You not being in dagger is annoying. Reason why oh wow, John Rush dropped that. Reason why I do motion him out right there is just to actually make that hard flat play a little bit different. I thought it would be easier to throw the drag, but maybe I was mistaken. I'm gonna motion him out again right here. Go ahead and motion him out. He's right over the tight end too, so he is adamant he's not giving up the tight end again. Do have the outside fade right there. John Ross makes up for it right there. Good dot from Drew Aller to John Ross. That really was such a great combo for me for so long too. John Ross was just insane. Best receiver in this game for the time frame that he was in this game. Oh, you know what's funny? This guy's actually trying to do a field goal block glitch against me. So there's a field goal block glitch that's been going around. I probably won't even edit it out at this point because there's hardly any more time left in this year. But there is actually a field goal block glitch in this game. It's not exactly difficult to learn too. It's banned in competitive play, so it's not really why I care. I don't really care too much about it. But You know, you'll see in head-to-head that people run the field goal block glitch actually just so much. Oh wow, this guy's in go-go. So this guy wants to just run the ball every single play. I think what we're gonna do here, boys, as crazy as it may sound, I'm gonna live and die in 3-5 tight. If he runs for a touchdown on every first down, like he probably is right here, throughout the rest of the game, I'm just gonna live with it. I'm running 3-5 tight the rest of the game. Now, should I? No, I should not be running this defense. This defense is not good against go-go, but end of the year, we're gonna go for it. Now, I'll be curious to see. I was gonna say good run stick. He actually had horrible run stick on the end. You know, honestly, you know what I could do? I could try like different plays. I really want to run. I just want to run my crossfire cheese blitz though. Like cheese. All right, we're gonna try some funny things here. We're gonna motion this guy over right here. And that does not matter. Pitch, 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 pitch. Ooh my God, we just got ran through. All right, I'm okay coming out in goal line now. Damn, we just got ran through right there. You're really gonna be able to get this play off? He is. So I'm actually gonna take a timeout. He can play my cheese defense now. We're gonna hop in goal line right here. I didn't think he was actually gonna get that play off. I really thought we were gonna be there. I think the boys have some physicality this game. See what he does end up doing. A little bit of a standard pitch. I was gonna say, you can't give him 4 on that game. But when we get this close to the red zone, I don't really think he's gonna have a ton of success running. You know, go-go isn't necessarily great against this style of just goal line defense. Now maybe he has a little gimmick up his sleeve or something like that, which would drastically change everything. But just have to wait and see. I'm actually gonna go ahead. We're gonna get super far out right here. Good run vision. No pitch right there. So many people panic pitch that, and actually a really great score by him right there. I don't think I have any water. My water's all the way over there, so we'll go ahead and just. I have any water left here. A lot of water left there. But yeah, just an annoying offense to play. I mean, I think you guys have seen me playing against Go-Go a decent amount at this point. I don't know what happened with Go-Go. I think like it just wasn't a good offense at the start of the year, but shoot, I mean, it's again, you get to the end of these games, and these games just kind of drastically change. Ooh, good spin, Reggie. These games like drastically change in terms of like what is and isn't good in the meta because of what you can and you can't do on offense. And you know, I think if somebody wasn't to have like workhorses, all of that stuff, like spin cycle, I don't think this defense would, or this offense would be very good, but they do have it, so obviously the offense is very, very good. Now right there, and again, like the same thing for me, like I just have takeoff, and it's the easiest touchdown ever. Good stuff, Jeremiah. Spin. Good, Jeremiah. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a large awakening to many people, including myself. I've been playing this game for so long because next year, oh man, I keep forgetting he has a field goal block, which he's actually messed it up twice now. I feel like a lot of people don't realize like how much different the game is going to play, and it is going to play slower, but not necessarily because like the game is slower, just because your players are literally slower. You know, think about it. At the start of this year, we had like, I remember like using 86 speed DBs and stuff like that, and like that is going to be a thing that's going to be carried over into next year. Now, I did say I was going to stay in 3-5 mints, didn't I? But sorry boys, I want to win. Forgive me. As much as I want to run mint, I probably want to win a little bit more. I've noticed that this offense really struggles when it comes to just interior runs. As long as you can kind of just contain the edge run, I don't think this offense is actually great when it comes to just like general inside zones, which is kind of crazy in my opinion, because you would think this offense would be a lot better at inside zones, but yeah, I feel like you run like 3 straight inside zones, I'm eventually going to get a stop. So I'm just going to keep daring him to run that inside zone. I'm not going to be upset if he calls it every single play. It's kind of on my user too to play like the gap, right? And again, so he's ran it twice for 7 total yards, and then he had that one half decent run. So again, just gotta hope that I can hold him to like 3, 2, 1, somewhere in that range one time, and we'll be chilling. And like, oh, see, I'm like, that's what's sick of me. I can't give that up. That's where my user has to be, because the way I'm setting up this defense right now, I have to be disciplined in terms of just watching the edge run. I'm perfect. Oh shoot, I know I'm shifting my linebackers the wrong way. Go, 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 go. There we go. He could have quick hiked and he probably would have been gone right there. But again, like it's my responsibility just to get out right there, and that's actually now multiple times I personally have not got out right there. So again, just my fault. Nothing else to say. Just my fault right there. Again, just watch the edge run. You can see like he's even like now having to like start to think about, you know, the run calls, and what he's gonna have to do here is again another inside zone, and oh my god, you know why? It's because I have Julius Peppers in right now. Julius Peppers isn't exactly the greatest defender ever. He probably has like all 99 linemen. Goodness, man. This game is just hilarious right now. Over under 3 pass attempts this game, boys. Over under 3 pass attempts. Alright, well, back on offense. I mean, the best thing for us is that he did not shoot clock right there, which is good for us. Him not shooting clock right there is actually really, really good for us. What I really would love here is I scored like 20 to 30 seconds left here, and he's forced to pass. Now, one thing I will say that I've learned, I'm just going to score right now anyways. It wouldn't really be, are you kidding me? Reggie got caught? My god, I thought Reggie for sure was gone. But would it really be like a video without Reggie scoring a touchdown on a kick return? Well, I guess maybe it is, because I thought Reggie was just gone there. You know what, Reggie? Make up for it. Go get 7. You go get 7 right here, kid. That's fine, actually. You know, this is one of the tricky spots. I do want to leave him with like a little bit of time left, but at the same time, I kind of have to make this last drive. I can't not make this last drive, honestly. We are actually just punching him in the mouth right now. We do have the best offensive line in the game. You know, I did go out of my way just to throw the best offensive line in this game. I didn't try to pick like my favorite offensive lineman because, oh my gosh, could you imagine if I had like a 70 overall offensive lineman? Like, that would be the most miserable thing ever. I don't think there's a 70 offensive overall lineman I could even use. But let's say like an 85. But we did kind of what we wanted. You know, we're gonna leave him with around 32 seconds left. I'm not too mad at it. I'm not too mad at it. You know, I think we're in a good spot. All we have to do here is just hold them to 3. You know, hold them to 3. We're in a great spot. Best case scenario, we get a turnover. If we're able to get a turnover, I mean, sure, I really can't ask for much more. Hopefully he returns this. He's not returning it. Smart back in. But with all 3 timeouts, run is still a bit. You know, biggest thing to mention. Oh, he doesn't have any receivers. Yo, I just realized. So hold on. He actually doesn't have any receivers. Oh, this dude is dead. This dude is actually dead. Okay, never mind. Oh my god, Micah just made the greatest play ever. He actually does not have a single receiver. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a timeout here. I don't want him to protect me. But yeah, I didn't realize. He actually is just coming out in 2 running back, 2 tight end, probably 1 offensive lineman then. So he's actually running 6 offensive linemen and no receivers. Good man. Tell you, man, these endgame cut people, they're something. They love their. Oh my god. Boys, I mean, I'm obviously uploading this game. These are the type of games I don't even love uploading. They're just so boring to watch. But you know, at least I'm doing things on offense. I just like what just happened right there, boys. This is what I was talking about when I said like this guy's really just gonna probably run, isn't he? Oh my gosh, I'll never understand it. It's I'm recording this in June, by the way. It's June cut, and this is how people are playing. This is the type of guy, man. He's gonna wake up on July 7th and wonder why he can't score anymore. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna wake up on July 7th and be like, huh, I can't play like an idiot and keep scoring. Alright, 3 would be big here, though. If I can find a way to get 3 right here. Giving up 7 there is actually so sickening, I will say. Gonna throw it up right here to John Ross. Probably not open. Good defense by him. Goodness, boys. Go-Go is actually probably the most toxic offense in this game. I don't know what you guys think, but I would put Go-Go up there in the most toxic offense category for me. I'll try to quickly throw a seam streak here. I was hoping like maybe I can get crazy with Reggie, like catch the ball, do a spin, something like that. Maybe we'll get our own crazy run right here. See if we can do something like that. Like the ball. Probably gonna be last, but oh my god. No. Timeout? Wow. I actually thought we might have been gone there for a second. Well, let's get a sub. I mean, he obviously hasn't passed the ball yet, so that's interesting, right? You know, when it comes to run defense, I wish I could tell you how to stop 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, 6 offensive linemen, go, but the reality of it is I have never labbed against this. I've never labbed for something like this because it's never been competitively good. So take that also for what you will. Now, I'm obviously going to give my best effort for it. I think is going to be best here. I think this concept of it. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. I mean, I like that. Like, we were in the backfield right there. Just have to make the tackle, obviously. But I like that concept. I think I saw something right there. He's gonna motion out right here. Probably just gonna be a toss right here again. And yeah, okay. I mean, shoot, man. This is what I was kind of trying to do before half, and I just couldn't set it up. But yeah, I mean, like, shoot. I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. So let's okay. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead and do this cover shell wise. We're gonna kind of bite down on this, and he's gonna ID him here. He's gonna go to his little speed option. And okay, we're there. Felt like a little bit scary, but we were there. He was actually really being toxic. He should start running turbo. He was running turbo in this. Oh my goodness, I can only imagine what my reaction would be if he was running turbo consistently. Now again, we're gonna run the same defense here. Maybe a pass play. No way you pass, right? There's no shot you pass, right? He like made one hot route, so I'm kind of scared. Okay, he's made two. Are they fake? No, he's actually he just. Oh my god. I mean, that's the thing about these people. They have like their one play that they can call, and I didn't know what that one play he could call was. All right, I now know of the speed out. Obviously, I probably should have been ready for the speed out. Oh wow, this is a game, isn't it? He's gonna keep probably trying to ID this guy that's coming in free, which makes sense. Like, it makes logical sense. Did a better job there. Don't know if he did different blocking right there. Obviously he ID'd. Don't know if that was the same one he did earlier. Oh, but man. Man, oh man, oh man. This is one of those offenses too. You spend like 10 minutes in practice mode and it's like, it would just never pick up a yard, you know? I mean, it's a very basic offense. Reminds me of Madden 20 offense here too. Alright, hop back on defense here. Alright, I cannot give up his speed out. We obviously know about the speed out now. Short? Okay, it's inches. Now, if I somehow stop this guy in a 4th and inches, I will be stunned. I will legitimately be stunned. Oh god, wow, we actually almost did too. The craziest part is if we just didn't get a fall forward, like, tackle animation there, oh, we actually get a stop. Okay, I mean, I'm seeing something. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, I've basically felt like I've kind of stopped this offense here in the second half. I feel like he really hasn't actually had a ton of success. Got him to pass. How about that? We got him to pass. That's a big win for the boys. A lot of inside zones now, and I don't blame him. I mean, the thing about his inside zones is they aren't consistently picking up positive yards here. I don't know how many of you guys would have watched the ND game. We played the ND game earlier. Obviously, that guy was in go-go. That was a fun experience, wasn't it? Well, good drive by him. Not much else to say. 20 for 275. Always going to be tough to win games like that. What I'm going to personally do right here, because I'll keep it a bug with you boys, I would have just quit out of this game a million hours ago if it wasn't for the fact that this is probably my last cut game that I will be playing with this team. I'm just going to chew clock here. I'm either going to win the game on the 2-point conversion or I will lose the game on the 2-point conversion. I'm not going to sit here and just get ran on every single play. You know, I'm at the point in the year where I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to have my own enjoyability on this game where, you know, something like this and me. So I'm actually recording this late at night too. I think it's like around like 11 p.m. right now. I would love to get some sleep personally. So he will get my own run game here. I'm going to just do my standard duo stuff here, run my chew clock here, and then if we win the game on the 2-point conversion, that's fabulous. If we don't, congratulations, young Whitlow. You are a champ. You are the June champion of cut. Actually, much better run defense by him. I'm actually kind of scared now. He might play good run defense against us. All right, end of third here. Only 3-minute quarters here too. So that's also a plus for us, only 3-minute quarters. It's not going to be tough to make this final drive here. I don't know what defense he said. I'm actually just going to lock him in this defense. I'm just going to call hurry up here. Out of there? Good. Oh. You know what, boys? I think for your own entertainment, you guys want to watch me stop go-go again? I'll try to stop Go-Go again. Why not? I mean, this is the last game I'm going to be playing in a while, so we'll go ahead and try to stop Go-Go again. Now, I'm still going for 2. I will not be going for 2. Again, if he wins this game, congratulations to young Whitlow. As I said, he is the champion of the cut streaks in June here. All right, I should have an easy dot. I mean, this guy isn't a good defensive player, which kind of makes sense the way he's playing offense. Have the in route. Great lurk by him, though. All right, so basically all we're going to do now... Ooh. Can't be for 2, though. Oh, is that really going to be for 2? Great lurk by him. I can't even say anything. We're going to onside here, though. Good news for me now is if I get another stop, though, it's a money drive. So all I need is a stop here. We are going to onside here. Great defense by him, though. Probably missed the in route. Probably should have thrown it a half second earlier. This has just been one of those games, honestly. This is one of those games where if I was on stream, I'd honestly just be crashing out right now. It's just not. It's just such an experience. Now, good. Ooh, come on. Good onside by us. I'm not even mad at that onside. We're going to go ahead and we're going to keep running this defense that has given him fits here. As long as we're able to get him into one more passing situation, I do think we win. That's all we need. One more passing situation, we do win. Great first down run stop right there. I'm not going to pinch my defensive line here either anymore. I'm actually going to stop doing that. So we're going to put Kyle Lewis over here. We're going to go ahead and do this, and perfect. Oh, wow. You know what's crazy? If he got a pitch animation right there, he's scoring. Fun fact. He would actually score if he got a pitch animation right there. He's running gun time. Oh, my gosh. All right, let's see what his dot is. Oh, man, I'm sick, though. I was hoping he was going to say go. I don't know what his gun tight doubles dot is going to be. Let's see what it is here, boys. I really want to stop with this team. Please get a stop, kids. Hi, Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis is trying to make a name for himself one more time. I don't know what his dot's going to be. You know, typically when you play somebody throughout an entire game, you get kind of a gist about what their big time dots are going to be. And now he's in gun cluster. Oh, no, boys. I'm worried. I'll say it, I'm worried. I am worried. We're running this variation of the loop here. Pass committing here too. Good loop. Sneed. Oh my God, Stutzman. He had the out route. Oh my God. Okay, and now, oh my gosh, now me going for 2 looks like an actual idiotic decision. Oh wow, I can't believe Stutzman got there. That was an insane play by Stutzman. Stutzman and Kyle Lewis making plays for us to get a stop. That's what I love to see. That's the OG linebacker combo right there. And I mean, kind of goal for me really is to make this last drive here too. I mean, I don't really want to score quickly here. I do kind of want to take a little bit of clock off, but you know, if I'm able to get 7, I think I take it. No? Oh, that's not what could happen though. Man, I can't believe Reggie's getting caught right now. I get everybody does have better teams at this point, but man, Reggie getting caught on some of these is nuts to me. I'll say it. I think it's for us now is that if we okay. I was gonna say if we get stopped, I might really go for it, but. All right, we are up 4. Kind of my fault that we're only up 4 because of that 2-point conversion. Really just honestly thought I had a dot. Up 4 here, in a good spot. We do know that every down is a run down for him, so I do have to be mindful of that here still too. Good fight by the boys, nonetheless. At least we were able to come back in this one. And yeah, it's just really going to come down to, can I get him to another passing situation? You know, I don't think he looks like the greatest of passers ever. It's just I haven't been able to get him in those passing situations. Touchdown before half right now is actually brutal. Probably one of the worst touchdowns I've given up in a long time. Good defense. Okay, good rally by the boys. Probably going to be hurry up. I am completely wrong. It is not going to be hurry up. Actually, stunned that it's not hurry up. All right, we are on the edge, and again, good run defense, and really, I actually think our run defense in the second half has been really sound. I'm actually very pleased with how the boys are playing run defense in the second half. Now, I am worried about the speed option here. The speed option, I do think, would give me fits, and yep, he's going to call it. Oh, and like, again, like, there's really two people out there that could make the tackle. It's my player, my backside, one of my safeties against two players. Thankfully for me, I was able to play that just about well enough. I don't think I even played it great, but I played it okay enough. I'm going to get to the edge here. I'm going to make the tackle. He's going to pitch it. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the most unserious game I've ever played in my life. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Look at Miles clean up right there. Holy smokes, boys. The most unserious game. I played that, like, I have played actually out of my mind run defense in the second half. Oh my god, that, okay. You just get the first reg. Okay, it's gonna be 2nd and 1. The fact that this game is what it is, this is an all-timer game. I can't, I was gonna do something, but I can't even do it. I don't have another tight end. Oh, I don't have another tight end on my roster. I really do only have, do have two. Oh, Reggie, I need you to put this game away, though, kid. I can't have this being one of those games where I will go for it on 4th too. I'm not kicking because I know he has a glitch that he's just waiting to use. And Reggie, not a first down, kid. Oh, come on. All right, I'm gonna go unbalanced here. I have to go for this. I know a lot of you guys are going to say I'm crazy for going for this, and I'm not going to lie, that I probably am. In a tournament game, I would 100% kick right here. I just want this game to end, honestly. I have a touchdown. I have a touchdown. John Ross is quite literally a touchdown. He's pressing. Yeah, GG's. Alright. No, I don't want to play go-go no more. I'm going out of bounds. GG's, boys. Wow, what a game. Probably one of the more insane games I've ever played. Great in-game adjustment type of game. You know, a lot of these games and actually the winning and the losing aspect to them really just comes down to how good of an in-game adjuster you are. And I actually had really good in-game adjustments there. I think the second half, he really didn't do anything. I really don't believe he did anything in the second half. And yeah, maybe that go-go defense is going to be viable for next year. There's definitely that possibility. But we are able to win here, boys. I do really appreciate you guys a ton, especially if you are at this point in the video. And if you are, remember, dcroft40 on civil.gg to help you get schemes to win more games. But, boys, that is going to do it for this video. 17 rushes, 204 yards, actually for myself with Reggie Bush. I actually went kind of crazy myself with Reggie. I appreciate you guys all a ton for watching, and I will see you guys all next time.